Hanaki, hello?
Yes, yes,
You see my screen?
yes.
Can you please start reading?
Hey, come on out. A
Get
type,
closer to your mic, please.
okay. A typhoon, a large tropical storm, comes to a village by the mountains. After the storm, villagers notice a shrine was swept away during the storm. No one knows how long it had been there. Then the villagers see a hole nearby. They cannot see anything in the hole except darkness. "Hey, come on out!" shouted a young man into the hall. There was no echo from the bottom. Next he picked up a pebble and was about to throw it in. "You might bring down a curse on us. Lay off," warned an old man. But the younger one energetically threw the pebble in. They, they hear nothing. They cannot agree about what to do with the hole. Reporters and other curious people come to see the hole. A scientist examines it. He makes sounds in the hole to check for an echo, but no sounds comes back. In his own mind, the scientist was at a loss, but with a look of apparent composure, and he cut off the sound and in a manner suggesting that the whole thing had a perfectly plausible
Plausible.
explanation, plausible explanation, said simply, "Fill it in. Safer to get rid of something one didn't understand." A businessman wants the hole and says he will fill it in. The mayor of the village is concerned, as a shrine is supposed to be over the hall, so the businessman builds a shrine and a meeting hall closer to the village. He keeps the hall for himself. His company campaigns for people to throw things into the hole. "We've got a fabulously deep hole. Scientists say it's at least 5,000 meters deep. Perfect for the disposal of such things as waste from nuclear reactors." The villagers are worried about polluting the earth, but the businessman tells them that there will be no effects for thousands of years. The government disposes papers with classified information in the hall. Dead animals used in experiments are thrown into the hole. Everyone in the village throws away things from their past. Criminals throw away evidence of their wrongdoing. No one thinks about the consequences of their actions. They are just happy that the whole can resolve their problems, and the whole seems like it will never fill up. Whatever one wished to discard the whole, accepted it all. The whole cleansed,
Cleanse
cleansed
the city of its
the
filth.
city of its filth. The sea and sky seem to have become a bit clearer than before.
than before. Thank you so much. Okay, carry on. There is still that small paragraph.
One day, atop the high steel frame of a new building under construction, a workman was taking a break. Above his head, he heard a voice shout, "Hey, come on out!" He looks around and does not see anything. When he stops, a pebble flies by him, but he is too busy admiring the city's glowing skyline to notice.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, Saud, were you here yesterday? Were you with us?
Yesterday?
Yep. What matters most, I don't care whether you came yesterday or not, but did you understand the story after you have read that accessible level of text?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so now we are going to move to text questions. So there are certain questions that you need to answer according to your understanding of the story. Muhammad Khalifa, are you still there?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, can you please read the question, Muhammad?
Okay. What does the young man shout into the hall at the beginning of the story?
But
Hey,
you need
come
first
on
to read the directions. Directions, so it is important.
Directions. Complete the following items. After you finish your first read, review and clarify details with your group. What
Where
does
are
the
you
young
reading,
man?
Muhammad, where are you reading? Do you see that on my screen?
No.
Can you have a look at my screen, please?
There's nothing.
Nothing. How come? Hanaki, do you see my screen?
Yes, I see.
Let me go out. I'll come out and go again.
Okay.
Yes, I see it.
Yeah, you see my screen now?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Can you go through the question, please?
Hey, come on out. Senshi Hoshi. Directions. Respond to these questions. Use textual evidence to support your response. Draw conclusions. Why didn't any of the villagers notice the hole before typhoon hit the village?
Yeah, so it seems, so according to what you have understood or according to what you have read, it seems that the hole is already there. But why didn't anyone or any one of the villagers see it before the typhoon hit the village? What was the problem?
Because the problem was when the typhoon hit the village, there was a shrine, and the shrine was on top of the hole. So when they tried to get the shrine out, they found the hole.
Very good. This is the answer. So I would write shrine was located over the hole. Until what happened?
Until the
land.
could.
I'm writing.
Says, could I?
Sure.
Says, could I?
Until a landslide. Muhammad, think about the second question, please.
Until a landslide caused the.
By what?
By the typhoon.
Excellent. By the typhoon?
Yes.
Stop trying away. So, and it made it clear for the people. So here's
Didn't put,
typhoon. Stop the trying away. Mohammed, it says the second question says, why does the scientist, excuse me?
He answered already. He says the scientists want to fill in because he doesn't understand it. And he
excellent, very good. Because he did not find an explicable or an explanation, a solution for the problem or for an answer for the scientist wants to fill it in because he doesn't understand it and he wants to get rid of it. Very good. Excellent. I would copy your answer straight away. Though I have a model answer, but your answer is sufficient.
Better.
Yeah, it's sufficient because it represents one of the students' answers. So
ideas.
Wait a minute, please, because this way.
I don't like it.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, and okay, hold on. I will copy his answer. But
teacher, why don't you put it on line 2?
Why didn't I what?
Put it on line 2 and copy it, so it doesn't go up.
I will. It cannot be. I tried, but it cannot be. It cannot be.
Teacher, right?
Let it this way. I'm going to change only the color of the answer so it becomes clear. Okay. So here the answer is blue, and I will try to write the next answers. It's better so because even the police or the form of the writing is different. The sides of the writing is different. Anyhow, so number 3. Someone to read number 3. Me. Yes, please.
What makes the people of the village agree to let other people dump waste in the hole? They say it won't harm anything, and it won't harm the earth.
Why did they do so?
So they want to make their. They want to put their. What is the.
Do you think that the villagers have something to worry about? Did they think that it is something dangerous or it is something that may impact the environment? No, because they were not maybe aware, or they seem that they believe that there was nothing to worry about. At the same time, what does that businessman think about? Why does he want to build something there? Think about someone who is a businessman. What was his aim?
His aim was to get to get that hole.
Yeah, for what reason?
She said, "For is interesting." Can I answer it as well?
For its interest, it means because he wants to make money.
No, teacher. This is Muhammad.
Oh yeah, Muhammad. What did he say?
He says, "For is interesting." Can I answer?
It's interesting. Well? Can I answer as well? Yeah, sure. Muhammad, you don't need to ask for permission. Just write your answer, and I'm going to have a look each time to see whether you answered or not. Does he want to answer question 4 or question 3?
4.
4. Okay. What about 3 now?
Teacher, I think because the businessman wants the hole because you're gonna be the only one who has the hole. It's like,
He's not a privilege to have a hole, but he wants to make money out of it. So, but here it's I would say that people or the villagers agreed because they thought they were going to make money. Of that deal. And they also they, they they didn't, or they seemed to believe that there is nothing to worry about. Mohammed, are you ready to give me a question or the answer for question 4?
he already gave the answer.
Okay, the question says, the story ends with a shout and a pebble, the first things that went into the hole, falling from the sky. What do you think will happen next?
He already wrote.
What is
He says
his
more-
answer? More and more
trash.
trash would fall into the sky, turning the city to a massive dam, inhabitable. Excellent, very good. Uninhabitable. Yeah, because if it is inhabitable, it means that people can live there. Uninhabitable, very good. Nice, a nice answer. I would copy it more.
You shouldn't teach a copy inhabitable.
I will add for it UN prefix.
Yeah. That could work.
Okay, here the size is 11, and also here the size is 11. Oh, yeah. So more and more trash would fall into the sky, turning the city to a massive dam, uninhabitable. Very good, Muhammad. The fifth question: what is the message of this story? What does this story want to?
Not to pollute Earth.
Yeah, not to pollute
chance,
the Earth.
Even when you have the chance, you should not pollute the Earth.
Yeah, and that every action that you do, there is a counter reaction for it.
There is a consequence.
Yeah, there is a consequence. The things people do to the environment are not without consequences. So everything that you do will impact you later on. If it does not impact the surroundings,
will impact your life.
Yep. So the message.
Teacher, after this, would we go to the comprehension of the book?
No. You still need to deal with vocab, with something that is called irony, which is a figure of speech, or a literary device that we need to go through so that you understand what is irony.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it. Okay. So we are going to move to the literary elements. This one is irony. We're going to see what is irony. What does it mean? I want a volunteer to read, please.
Me, teacher.
This is very important, and I want you to pay attention to it. Once you understand it, so you gain something very useful. when analyzing any text?
Can I read?
Yeah, sure.
Irony. Hey, come on out. Snitch, Hoshi. Irony. A difference or contradiction between expectation and outcome. Appearance or reality. Meaning and intention. The key element of hey, come on out. There are three common types of irony. Hey, come on out uses situational and dramatic irony almost exclusively. Irony can be used to entertain or to convey a theme or message. Verbal irony. A character says one thing but means something else. Nice day. A character says when it's pouring rain outside. A character or the reader. Situational irony. A character or the reader expects one thing and something completely different happens. Example, a mean, ugly orc turns out to be kind and generous. Dramatic irony. The audience knows something that a character does not know. Example, a character shows up bright and eager for his job, not knowing that the company has gone bankrupt and he no longer has a job. Directions. Identify each example of irony.
Hold on, please, hold on. Wait a minute. Where is Hanaki? Hanaki.
He
Hello?
is here.
Hanaki, do you hear me? Saud al-Hanaki. Anyhow, so here we have three types of ironies. The first one is a verbal irony, when a character says one thing but means something else. This is called verbal irony. A situational irony, a character or the reader expects one thing and something completely different happens. We call it situational irony. And the third type is a dramatic irony, when the audience knows something that the character does not know. This is dramatic irony, because the character himself does not know it, but you as a spectator watching or as a reader, you know it. This is called dramatic irony. So go through the direction, Muhammad Khalif.
Directions. Identify each example of irony from these excerpts from Hey, Come On Out. Explain your answer. There was even one person who said, I wonder if it's a fox's hole. Irony.
So what kind of irony is this? There was even one person who said, I wonder if it is a foxhole.
Muhammad says I can't see the screen.
You cannot see my screen?
No,
Muhammad, can you please log off and on again? And I will admit you. If you hear me,
can I answer? Can I answer?
Okay.
Who is it?
Ibrahim al-Musa.
Ibrahim al-Musa. Yes, Ibrahim. Yeah, what kind of irony, what type of irony is this?
It's a deep hole.
Yeah, here you are going to say, what type of irony is this? Is it a verbal irony, a situational irony, or a dramatic irony?
Dramatic.
So, excuse me?
Dramatic irony.
Dramatic, if you read the explanation, it says the audience knows something that a character does not know.
Situation.
Excellent. It is a situational irony, because here the character or the reader expects one thing and something completely different happened. So people or you as a reader, you expect that it can be another thing, but that person said, I wonder if it is a fox's hole. So this is a situational irony. By the way, did Muhammad log off?
Yep. He came in again.
Yeah, nice. So here, I would say that the type is situational. Muhammad Khalifa,
Yep.
can you explain why is it situational?
Because they say the fox's hole. They say I wonder. Maybe it's another animal's hole or something else.
Later on, when we read the story later on, what did we discover? Is it a fox's hole?
No, it was a
Is it an ordinary hole? Is it something normal?
no.
No. So I would.
By the way, man, it says I can see the screen.
You can see it now.
He can't see it. Yes.
Nice. 1 minute left, so I'm going to write the answer for this question and then see you tomorrow.
Thank you for your teaching, teacher.
Welcome. I know that the time is really short, but at least we have gained something, have understood something
Every
important.
day, teacher, every day, the people.
Are diminishing, are disappearing.
Yes.
It seems that they went into that hole.
Maybe.
Yeah, they
Thank you,
disappeared.
teacher.
Welcome. Goodbye. Have a nice time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.